Hello, my name is Yanis Dizog. In the previous video tutorial, we've managed to actually customize the website based on the images that we had. Now we are going to customize the HTML code in order to generate here some hyperlinks. So when you click on option 1, you will be navigated to the option 1 page. When you click on the option 2 page, etc., etc. Let's minimize this. I'm just going to go one directory back where I can see the HTML pages. Just going to maximize this window. I'm going to use the control key and the window and the mouse wheel to make the icons bigger. So what I need to do, I've got 6 options. So I'm just going to right click here on the index page, copy. I'm going to right click, select paste, paste. So I'm going to paste 6 times, so for each option that I have. Now I'm going to go to here. I'm going to right click, select rename, and I'm just going to call it option 1. I'm going to highlight the word option, Control C to copy, or right click and copy. I'm going to click here, right click, rename. I'm going to Control V to paste, or right click and paste. Oops. Right click and paste. Alright, just copy that. I'm just going to type option again. Option 2. Just going to highlight the word option. Right click, copy. I'm going to click here, right click, rename. I'm going to paste the word option. I'm just going to type 3. I'm going to right click here, rename. I'm going to right click, paste. I'm going to type 4, so option 4. I'm going to right click here, rename. I'm going to right click, paste. 5, option 5. I'm going to right click here, rename. I'm going to right click, paste, and type 6. So I've got the 6 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what I need to do is right click here. Right click here on the option 1 and select open with. And I'm going to select Notepad. So choose another app. Scroll down. I'm just going to click more apps. And I'm going to select Notepad. Click OK. Right. So this is how I'm going to now change the options. As you can see here, if I scroll down, I've got option 1, option 2, option 3. These are my pictures. However, here I've got welcome to my website, and here I have introduction. Now, instead of introduction on the H2 tags, I'm just going to type option 1. I'm just going to highlight this. In fact, I'm just going to highlight the H2 tags, select copy. I'm going to go to File, select Save. And I'm just going to close this. I'm going to right click the option 2, open with, and I'm going to select Notepad. I'm going to scroll down until I find the introduction. I'm going to right click, highlight, right click and paste. And instead of 1, I'm going to type 2. I'm going to go to File, Save, Exit. I'm going to right click the option 3, open with, Notepad. I'm going to replace the introduction with the option 1. I'm just going to type here 3 because this is the option 3. I'm going to close. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to right click on the option 4, open with, Notepad. I'm going to find the introduction, highlight it, right click, select paste. I'm going to change that to option 4, exit, click save. I'm going to right click on the option 5, open with, Notepad. I'm going to scroll down to find the introduction, right click, select paste. I'm going to change it to option 5. As you can see here, it's 5. I'm going to exit this. I'm going to click save. Finally, I'm going to right click, select Open With and select Notepad and find my introduction, highlight, replace it with introduction with option 6. Okay, and save. Right, I've done this now, but I have not created the links. So what I need to do now is right click on the option 1, Open With, Notepad, scroll down, and where it says this is my intro, and I've got here other programmer's comments, which says this is my portfolio start. So I'm just going to place my mouse cursor after the div tag and just before the image tag, and I'm going to create a new tag. I'm going to say less than a. I'm going to type href equals double quotes, and then I'm going to close. I'm going to say greater than. Then after the, just before the div closing div tag, I'm going to go less than / a greater than. So I'm closing the div tag. However, here within the href double quotes, I need to place the location, the name of the web page that I want to open. And the web page I want to open is called option 1. So option1.html. So I'm just going to type here option1.html. I'm going to copy this now. I'm going to highlight this line. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it 5 more times. And the only thing I will change is the picture number and the option number. So I'm going to press delete, enter, Control V to paste, Control V to paste, Control V to paste, Control V to paste, and one more, Control V to paste. Let's bring this further up. Okay, so I need picture 2, so I'm going to replace this one with 2, that one with 2, that one with 3, that one with 3, that one with 4, that one with 4, that one with 5, that one with 5, and that one with 6, and that one with 6. Okay. So I hope you've seen what I've done here, and it hopefully will make sense. So basically, let me break down for you, just to explain what I've just done. Now, white spaces in HTML doesn't mean much, so I'm just basically separated this single line to explain it. So we have a div tag. This div tag has a class. This class is a style, a CSS style that I'm calling through the HTML code, and this is the style. Okay, the style page. So the style page has been linked to this file by using this link line, this link page, relevant style sheet, href mystyles.css. So this is mystyles.css. So any styles that I've got on this file will be attached to this HTML page, and this style is being obviously applied to every single web page of this template. So if I scroll further down, so this div tag has a style. So when I customize the style, I'm customizing this div tag, and within this div tag, I've got now a URL, a hyperlink basically. The hyperlink, the link tag opens here, the link tags close here. And within the link tag, I've got an image. And the source of the image is within the images folder, and it's called picture1.jpg. So let's put things into one line again. Like I have them below. And I've got the same structure here. I've got option2.html, and the option2.html is applied on the picture 2. The option3.html link has been applied on picture 3. The option 4.html has been applied to the picture 4. The option 5.html has been applied on picture 5, and finally the option 6.html has been applied on picture 6. So if I control S to save the document, and I go to the option 1 page, so if I go here, double click to the option 1 HTML page, I will be able now, when I hover over with my mouse, to see that these options are hyperlinks. So if I click option 2, it will take me to the option 2 page. Now if I try to click on these options, nothing will work because the only links I have managed to do is all based on option 1 page. If I click on option 3, it will take me to option 3. If I go back, if I click on option 4, it will take me to option 4. If I click back, click on the option 5, it will take me to option 5. You can see here, if I click back now, I'm back on option 1, where the URLs, the links working. So I'm on option 6. Now I know all my links work fine. I'm going to minimize this page. I'm going to go back here to this code. I'm going to, let's remove the extra spaces here. I'm going to highlight the section which says, this is my portfolio start and this is my portfolio ends. I'm going to highlight this, right click copy. Then I'm going to go to every single individual page. I'm going to start with the about page, right click, open with Notepad. I'm going to find that this is the portfolio start and this is the portfolio end. I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to control V to paste these new links, new code which contains the URLs. I'm going to control S to save. I'm going to close it. I'm going to right click now on the contact us, open with Notepad, scroll down, highlight this, the portfolio starts, this is the portfolio ends, right click paste. So I'm replacing the old code with the new code. I'm going to exit that, yes, save it. I'm going to go now to the option 1. I'm not going to go to because it's already applied. I'm going to go to option 2, open with Notepad, scroll down, highlight the options, portfolio starts, option portfolio ends, paste, exit, save. Go right click on the option 3, open with Notepad, scroll down, replace the old code with the new code, exit, save, option 4, right click, open with Notepad, scroll down, replace the old portfolio starts and ends with a new one, exit, save, option 5, open with Notepad, scroll down, highlight the old code, paste the new code with the URLs, save, and I'm following exactly the same process to do the same for every single page. Because I'm using Notepad, it is a bit of time consuming. However, if I do use Dreamweaver, things will be a lot quicker because I can actually use the find and replace option. But it's okay, we don't have as many web pages here. For the sake of this tutorial, we can continue to do this manually. I'm going to show you how to change things by using Dreamweaver after, so you can see how easy it is to use Dreamweaver to actually replace everything at once without having to do this in every single time, in every single page manually. Notepad, highlight this, right click, paste, and save. Now if I go to my HTML code, to my web page and refresh, now if I go to option 1, it will show me option 1. If I click on option 2, I've got option 2, option 3, option 3, the links, as you can see, they're working fine, option 4, option 5, option 6, and it doesn't really matter on which page I am. If I'm on the About Us page, I can still click on these options. If I'm on the portfolio page, I can still click on these options, and if I'm on the links page, I can still link on these options. So that's how you adding URLs into a picture. Let's go back here. Let me show you again. To add a URL into a picture, you basically adding an A tag which contain the letter A tag which contains the letter A space href equals, in quotes you put the name of the web page, follow the extension .html, you close the tag, and then after the image you close in the A tag. So I hope you've learned something new today and apply these skills onto your project. Thank you very much for watching. Now, to actually use Dreamweaver to make things quicker, what I need to do is open Dreamweaver, then go to Site, New Site. I'm just going to name my site Ioannis. Browse the folder of my website and click Save. Now, all the web pages are here. I'm just going to open one of the web pages, and I'm going to click on the split view so I can see both the design view and the split view. Now, if I would like to change, say for instance, the footer. Now, the footer for every single page says 2018. Now, if I would like to change this to 2019, what I will need to do is I'm just going to highlight the full div tag here, right-click, copy, and then I'm going to Control and F on my keyboard. Now, Control and F will bring up for me the Find and Replace option. So what I need to do is find this line of code and replace it with this line of code. I'm just going to change here to 9. Now, I need to look for the search on the source code, but I don't want to search only on this document. I want to search on the entire Cora local site. So if I click now Replace, it's going to ask me to actually replace them all. Yes. And as you can see here, let me bring this up a bit, is replace basically the footer on all these pages. Now, if I go to this website, to these web pages now, and refresh the page, I will be able to see that the footer has now 2019, and it doesn't really matter which page I am. The 2019 is always there. So it doesn't matter if you have one line of code that you want to replace or multiple lines of code that you want to replace. You can actually do this here, and that's why people that's why Dreamweaver is so powerful. To do this in Dreamweaver CC, if I close this, yes to all, yeah. Now, if I go use Dreamweaver CC, let's go there to Dreamweaver CC. Okay, I've managed to log on to my cloud, so I'm going to go to Site, New Site. Just going to call this again Ioannis, as I did before. I'm going to browse the website, so on my desktop, and click Save. Now, if I want to change the footer, so as you can see here, I've got all the files here on the right-hand side. You cannot see this. You can go to the Window menu, select Workspace Layout, and select Standard. If you have closed the stuff, just click Reset Standard to get everything back the way I've got them. If you can see both, it's up to you. You know, you can go to the code or split. I prefer working on split. So if I go now here and I want to change this back to, let's say, 2020, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to highlight 3 lines this time to show you that it doesn't make any difference. So I'm going to highlight these 3 lines. If I Control F, I don't have this extra option that will give me to replace it. but sorry, it will give me the option to replace it, but it's not going to give me the option to replace the entire whole local website. So in order to do this in Dreamweaver CC, I need to go to Find, select Replace Files, find the Replace Files. So I find that one. I'm just going to paste this here, find a replace to, let's change that to from 2019 to 2020. I'm just going to select current document instead of current document, entire current local website, and then I'm going to replace them all. And I'm going to click yes. So as you can see here is searched the whole entire website, and wherever I found 2019, the code, the HTML code followed with the 2019 is replaced with 2020. Just going to close this page here, select save, and if I go now here and double click here, I will be able to see any of the pages. I'm going to double click now. Actually, I'm going to be able to see that on the footer, the footer has been replaced by 2020. So it doesn't really matter which page I'm going to go to. It's going to replace it by 2020. So that's why we use Dreamweaver to make things a lot easier. But if you do not have Dreamweaver, again, you can use Notepad. There's no one can stop you to basically create a website by using Notepad. It's just a bit more time consuming, that's all. So I hope you've learned something new today. Thank you very much for watching.